Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Jain, and through this video I'm just gonna explain how you can increase your test coverage from 93% to close to 100%. Right, so without further delay, let's get into a demo and see how we can do that. So I'm using an application which I have built with the help of our AI tools without even writing a single line of code by myself, and I'm calling this as a trading application for the equity, right? So what I have done is I have just cloned this. I have cloned the version 1 because I have created two more versions, V1 and V2, but I'm doing this demo with the V1, right? So I just clone that. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna run this command, which you can see on my screen, which is python setup.py, which is just going to do the setup related stuff. And then I'm running this pytest, which is actually going to capture the coverage based on the test which we have written so far. So let's run this and see what happens. Okay, so it's running. Okay, now we have 82 test cases passed. Okay, so I'm going to open this test coverage report and you can see we have a 93%. And the packages which doesn't have a complete coverage. The first one is order management, 17 line missing. So we don't have a test code, which is actually testing those 17 lines. Same with risk management, these 11 lines. And then we have a trade execution engine, again, 11 lines of code. So these are some of the codes which are not being covered, right? What I have done is I just take, okay, 94 and line number 95 are not covered with the current test coverage. So I just went to the ClaudeAI and I asked this question. Coverage is missing a one line of code for the below method. This is the same method where, I found those two lines are missing. Could you please create a test case for the same? And then if you just see and start, there are a lot of to and fro where where the suggested test case was not working, and all I was doing is just keep asking the questions with the ClaudeAI by saying, okay, this is the failure I am getting, right? And it's keep giving me the fixed version, and eventually I was able to run that. And same thing you can do, for other missing line of code. You can ask, okay, these are the line of code which you can see, which are marked as red, and you can ask to ClaudeAI or any other AI tools which you are using in your infrastructure, and you can ask, okay, can you create the test cases for me? And once you have those test cases, you can run it. If it gets failure, you can just ask the same thing to the your AI tool, say, okay, this is what the failure you are getting in, right? So once you do this for all these packages, like for risk management, or whatever project file you have, same for the order management, you will get all the test cases. So I just got all the test cases, here. So these are 4 test case file which I just got it. If you just see, I just took a help from ClaudeAI and the DeepSeekR1 for all the component of for all the packages. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna copy these and paste it here in my test directory in my project. Okay. Now I'm going to run this one more time. So now after adding those newly added test cases for the missing line of code, now you can see we were having 82 test cases. Now we have 104 test cases. So I have added 22 more cases with the help of a DeepSeekR1 and the ClaudeAI. Let's open up, the latest report. So if we open, now you can see we have reached 99%. And if you just see the package level coverage for order management, we don't have any line which is missing. Same thing with risk management, same thing with trade execution engine.py, right? See, I haven't write a single line of code, but still I am able to get, the 99% of coverage. Now I am only missing 4 lines of code. If I just show you these 4 lines, basically we have a desktop based application where I'm just executing these 4 lines of code, which is telling my desktop application to just create a UI, just open that up. But from the functionality or the feature perspective, all the packages are working fine, right? So if if we don't test these 4 lines of code, it means that more or less we have 100% of coverage, from the feature perspective, because all we were doing is we are not testing the desktop UI application, right? But you can just write a test cases for that as well if you want to achieve 100%, the test coverage, right? See how easy it is to just achieve 100% coverage. So all you need is take your repo, run the coverage report, get the missing line of code, ask the question to any AI tool to create a test case for that, run that test case, get into the failure, ask for the fix for that failure, and just keep keep adding your new test cases to your repo and keep running the coverage to see whether your coverage is getting increased or not. Very simple process. We used to spend weeks and months to just increase the coverage, but now we can just achieve that in just few hours, right? So I would suggest start using all the AI tools, because those AI tools are here for helping us to just make us more effective, more optimized, and we can be now more innovative and creative now because we have a more time to think to be more innovative and more creative. That's it from my side for this video. If you have any feedback or suggestion, please feel free to put that into the comment section and I would love to answer those questions.